Welcome back, fam. What's going on? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I know you're having a wonderful day learning more about who you are and why you're here on the planet this time. We're back with another divine alignment message for you. And we also continue our presentation series when it comes to expanding your relationship with your true self and also the power of the SPHINX. So today, guys, is all about the power to will. All right. So we all growing through our own personal transformation and atonement process. And the reason why you gravitate to these presentations, the universe said, hey, you receive your call to adventure. It's time to grow to the next level on your hero's journey. So the universe been lining up the right people, placing an event to support your growth, such as myself, right? Sharing their true ups and downs. Now, not just for entertainment, but sharing their true ups and downs, the things that worked, the things that didn't work, and also the things that helped me, like these 7 hermetic principles, really tie everything together so I can have that balance that I deserve in my life. And these are the pretty much the rules that you need to operate your own universe within you so you can have that balance. These are the 7 hermetic principles, and we'll talk about those in just a second. So it's all about leaving no stone unturned in your life, right? We all been lied to on a mass level, but it's all about having that greater continuity and see how everything's interconnected. So how is it? So that's what I'm doing. Part of my purpose to give you a quick tune up so you can tune into yourself and stop blindly believing people and trust your own inner voice, your own energy. It always been you. Okay, so I'm here to remind you of your greatness. You are my reflection. I love you. Okay. So with that being said, again, use these 7 hermetic principles. You'll be able to skip some levels. However, right, you're going to still make some mistakes, but those mistakes going to give you the experience that you need, and the experience going to make you wise so you can really tap in to your true nature of who you are and what you need to do. But you need to do this each and every day. Be very consistent and be very intentional with your growth and development. So if you're new to the channel, as you can see, hey, be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. If you appreciate the content, please drop a thank you. Okay, YouTube does not pay me to share my experiences with you guys, so I'm winging it with you guys. Okay, I love you. But with that being said, okay, as always, we know Earth is a school. It's all about leaving no stone unturned. So let's go ahead and lead in. I'm gonna give you my key points and my takeaways, and I'm gonna get you guys out of here. But at the end of the day, let's go ahead and start it off right. It's all about unity consciousness. We all, everything's interconnected, even you and I, right? So these are messages from the universal source within you, because you are your own universe. So right now, I'm here as a reminder, okay, to let you know each and every person has to take full responsibility and accountability for their action. You can no longer blame the devil or God for the things that are happening in your life. You are doing those things. Remember, it's a cause and effect for everything. All right. So by using these 7 hermetic principles, you basically taking, the full, steering wheel in your hand, so you can, co-direct and co-create your own life. Okay, so when you know better, you're gonna do better. So let me slow down a little bit. So with that being said, as always, Earth is a school. Our purpose and mission require learn a whole bunch of life lessons, right, to gain that experience and knowledge for our soul growth. And as you grow, you get into this new information, you test things out for yourself so you can gain a better perspective. You're going to share your knowledge and wisdom with people, because the universe is funny, right? It loves to, as soon as you learn something new and you get pretty proficient at it, they'll throw you a curveball. It'll be a new employee that comes in that need to get trained up, and guess who got to train them? You, right? So that's all I'm doing. I'm just breaking things down into layman's terms, so you can have that balance, so you can have a better understanding, like I do. Okay, but trust, don't believe nothing I'm saying. I'm sharing my own experience with you, but you need to trust your own inner voice, your own energy. Everything matters, so you can't get away with anything, like I said before. So it's time to, by using these 7 hermetic principles, it's going to have, help you to align yourself with your own biorhythm and flow in life. Okay, again, be sure to pay yourself 10% first before you pay in the bills. I covered that before. And to keep yourself tapped in, always focus on high quality thoughts, right? So how can I help myself to get in alignment and also help raise the overall energy, frequency, and vibration of the whole planet, so we can rock this thing together, right? And to stay in the heart, to have that upper vibration, you want to have fun. It's okay to laugh. Okay, it's okay to say thank you. And as you grow through your own personal transformation and atonement process, like I did, throughout my military career, in my earlier childhood, and to this point right now, that led me to, share my experience with you through these presentations, right? Because a lot of these books, they don't have pictures. So I'm going off of straight intuition to line these things up so they can make a little sense. Because some, people learn different, right? Some people, are visual learners. Some people can hear, by learning. But some people, they need to actually go through all both things together to learn. Okay, so they got to watch and hear and actually do. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so watch, hear, and do. And some people need to do all three, right? And that's how you get good with the experience. I hope that makes sense, so I can slow down. Okay, so at the end of the day, each and every one of you, I love you, I care about you. Mama Universe said, hey Chris, you need to go ahead and share this presentation right now. Okay, tapping you on the shoulder. So, just a constant reminder, it's time for each and every one of us to be the cause in our life instead of waiting for the effect to happen. We're not waiting on luck. We can create our own luck by getting off our butt, taking action, read those books that we need to read. Most importantly, trusting our own intuition and at least learn these 7 hermetic principles. Okay, these are your keys to the universe within you. All right, but as you learn more about yourself, your intuition is going to take you on a nice little mystery hunt, and it's going to unfold your path right before your eyes. Okay, so again, I'm gonna give you my key points, my takeaways, right? And then I'm gonna get you guys out of here. So underneath all the layers reflection, this is you. You are a divine light being. This is your true self. And this is a picture of my current sky in my backyard. Okay, you see the similarities. Everything's interconnected here, as you can see. The universe speaks through signs and symbols, sacred geometry, okay? And you guys been really paying attention by now, right? So let's jump right into it, okay? So before you get ready to make your debut, you're going to come through your mother's womb, right? But on a cosmic level, you send like a little signal for your mom and dad to get together to make that initial spark to bring your butt up in here, because you are the soul, the soul, right? The divine, essence of the divine, right? To have your human experience, right? And when you get here again, everything down here, has polarity and gender, right? So there's a good side, not so good side. You got a divine masculine, a divine feminine principle within everything. So let's break some things down before we talk about these 7 hermetic principles, right? And Ma'at. So at the end of the day, you got 360 degrees with the mother side, 360 degrees on the father spirit side, right? And so let's talk a little bit more about that. That equals up to what? 720. And you break that down, that's going to equal 9. And then by you really mastering thyself, the material plane, and also working with the spiritual plane and merging those two energies together, it gives you that 720 degrees of knowledge, and it's going to lead you to 9. And that's going to lead you to that holy matrimony within yourself, within your mind. Okay, that divine masculine and feminine principle within you. Okay, that equals you. All right, and I just want to keep it as simple as possible. So at the end of the day, underneath all your levels, layers here, and through, on your life path, you're going to gain a lot of knowledge. That knowledge, doesn't mean anything unless you get off your butt, take action, right? See what works, see what doesn't work. It's going to give you some experience, right? And that experience is going to lead to what? Wisdom. And then you tapping into Mercury, Mars, and then you leading into you. You are the sun, right? Here to have your human experience. Welcome aboard. All right. So let's talk about the principle of truth. These are 7 hermetic principles. These are the keys to the universe within you. You got mentalism, you got correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. These are the keys to your mind, okay? So these are the 7 core values that keep you in your heart chakra while you here having your experience, okay? You got truth, you got justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order, harmony. All right, these are the 7 here. And when you merge them together, this is gonna, keep you rocking and rolling on the vibration that you need, okay? All right, and you can do a quick assessment. So the world is equally divided between good and evil, so your next move will tilt the scale in either direction. It's all up to you, reflection, okay? So remember, everything starts in the mind first, or in the spiritual realm first, before it manifests in the physical. So we've been talking a lot about the mind. It always been the mind, okay? So it's all about, tapping your butt into some higher thought forms and learning more about your anatomy, astrology, nature, intuition, right? You know, just leaving no stone unturned, and sacred geometry. Okay, brother Sanchez. Okay, and it helped line these things up. So as you can see here, we got, let me line some things up real quick. So with the mother energy here, this is the body. You know what I'm saying? This is the ma side, okay? And then this dealing with the moon, which is your wisdom, sentient soul, the anima and the moose, right? And then over here we got the sun. So we got the sun side, which is father spirit, right? That positive side, right? This is knowledge. This is consciousness, soul, and the higher I, and with Mars, right? But together it's going to equal that one force, right? Like I said before, and this is going to equal your Mason, okay? So when you take strip away all the layers, this is who you are, okay? You are a mama son, either male or female, right? That's why I have it broken down like this. So let's talk about the mind a little bit. So at the top of your brain here, you got the cerebrum. Then you tap into the corpus callosum right here, right? This is your thalamus. And then you have your pineal gland that sparks that light, lights up that torch within you, right? Then you have the base of the skull, which is your cerebellum. Then you have this your medulla oblongata. All right, kind of like a mirror reflection of this right here, but down here, you know, at the base of the skull. But leading out, that leads all the way up, which is your spinal column. So let's talk a little bit about this with this mind. So God is in the mind, like I told you guys before. We're not disconnected or separate from the universal God per se. You know, everything is interconnected. It's within. It's an inner outer experience. All right. So, but God is the mind, and the mind in the soul in the matter. All things by eternity. So the all is in the all. That's all this is saying. Okay. So when it doesn't feel right, reflection, it's okay to go left. Because when you go left, you're going to find what? Knowledge of self. Because you know better by, hey, you realize these long lines, you know, is a clear representation of what? Stockholm Syndrome. Please research that. Okay. So a man who is doing his or her true will has the inertia of the universe to assist him or her. As you can see right here, it's all about balance, balancing those energies, your polarities. Okay. So the one who follows the crowd usually go no further than the crowd. The one who walks alone is likely to find him or herself in place no one have ever been before. That called your own destiny. Okay. So as you can see here, this is the Holy Kabbalah by A.E. Waite. I'm all about, you know, pointing out this sacred geometry. You see how everything's interconnected here. All right. The universe love to give you clues, but you got to be open to receive. I hope that makes sense. So you can give a person knowledge, but you can't make them think. Okay. You know, so some people want to remain a fool only because they don't want to change. That's all it, you know, because the truth requires them to change. So when you give, you know, people light, some people don't like that light because it's too bright. Sometimes you may have to give them just a little piece of light or a reference, right? So they can brighten up their own light. I hope that makes sense, right? So let's go ahead and lead on in. Everything's interconnected here. So let's point some things out with Tahuti here. At the very top, we got the moon energy. All right. We got the sun energy right here. All right. So this is basically one force, like I told you before, right? And that's coming in the knowledge of self. And then right in here, we got balance, your solar plexus. This is that seed, that fish. That's why you see it kind of scaly. That manifests every 30 days when your moon or the moon is in your sun house. Okay. And we talked about that in God Man with George Carey. Okay. I'll put a link down below. So as we can see here, it's all about energy, frequency, and vibration, connecting with Mother Nature. All right. Grounding yourself. A lot of things are self-explanatory. Okay. It's all about tuning in to the energy, frequency, and vibration, being in that present moment. Right. So you can tap into higher consciousness so you can get these light codes. All right. It's all about being in your heart chakra. All right. So with that being said, you know, make each and every day count. All right. I want to keep this as simple as possible without being too comprehensive. I want your intuition to kick in so you can figure things out for yourself. But I want to leave some clues here for you. All right. With that being said, let's tie things up, and we're gonna, you know, I'm gonna give you my takeaways and get you out of here. So we got the root. This is your devil self. This is your lower nature, but it's all about raising your Kundalini energy, staying in that present moment which equals now. That's gonna tap you into this vortex, and it's gonna also make you more aware of your surroundings as well, as you raise your overall energy frequency and vibration by being in this present moment. And that's going to lead into your heart chakra that taps you into your Christ-like self, okay? Not no person outside you, okay? I hope that makes sense. All right. And once you tap into that, they say the only way you can get through the Father is through the Son, right? So the Son within, your Christ self, to tap into your higher consciousness, which is the Father within, that holy matrimony of mother and father, which is the divine mind. All right, guys. So it's always been you, and this is your crown, and God self is your divine mind, at the very top. So as we get ready, get ready to close things out here. The lords of the earth are those who are doing their will. All right. It does not necessarily mean people with, coronets or automobiles. There are plenty of such people. There are most sorrowful slaves in this world, and that's going on right now. So you can have all, in other words, what does this mean, Chris? You can get all the material items, the money, clothes, friends, stuff like that. But when you don't know who you are and what are you here to do on the planet at this time, your purpose, your mission, your life path, like, what does this all mean? You're just wasting your time. That's why knowledge of self is more important and longer lasting. So once you have the knowledge of self and what are you here to do, and you can duplicate, yourself, and the results going to show. A good tree going to bear fruit, right? So if you don't learn anything else from me, these are my experience. I'm just here to tie things together. I'm one of the messengers here, but learn these 7 hermetic principles of Kabbalah. There's a good side, not so good side to everything. It's all about balancing your polarities to equal that one force, okay? So a good reference I'm going to include it down below is Godman, George Carey, and Inez Perry. I'm going to include a free PDF below. So let's talk about will. So it's all about the power to will, right? Been talking a lot about, tying everything together. Let's talk about will and get you guys out of here. So when it comes to your will, right, someone who is willful is simply persistent and determined. So when it comes to personal power, let's use the phrase true will to express, your life path. All right. So it's what it's basically what you were meant to do on this planet. When it comes to will, this is the orbit of your star. This can be seen, in the real world by, just taking your time, right, and observing people who have excelled at something, who knew early in life, like, yes, this is exactly what I'm here to do on the planet this time. So you can think of what Tiger Woods, Einstein, Imhotep, and others, right? LeBron James. Just think of some people, right? So all of these people, through their, inner guidance system, somehow found their purpose and did it well. When you agree? So some call this being in the zone or the groove or your true will. That's what it's about. And we all been there at some point in time, but it's all about, how can we tap into that consistency, right? So find your zone, take action, but trust the process, okay? So as you take action, you're going to refine and repeat the process. So this is The Power to Will, Chapter 5, Your Guardian Angel and You by Denny Sargent, all right? But these are some of my takeaways with my life experience so I can better express them to you in this presentation. So these are my takeaways here. Number 1, everyone has a true will. It is termed by many things in different tradition characterized, and different, tradition characterized it differently as well. So what does that mean? Just keep on your path, just keep an open mind with new information, because, and this is not really new information, it's old information, but remixed in a different form, So I'm taking information from the book that doesn't have any pictures. I read many books, and one thing about the truth will repeat itself. And I started to see these different, perspectives from people, and I'm putting it into like a presentation format. I hope that makes sense, right? So, but with any new information, just trust your intuition, right? But keep an open mind and do your own research. Remember, your steps are guided here. All right. Number 2, what is your true will? And you got to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself these questions. What would I do? What do I do that really makes me happy and also make me feel valued when I do it, by people or by myself? You know, if money wasn't the issue, you know, what would you really do with your life? You know what I'm saying? Would you really work that job that you working if money wasn't an issue? Or if money wasn't an issue, you really be spending time with your children, you know, and helping them program, you know, their mind, plant those seeds in their mind so they can skip some levels so they don't have to go through the hardships like you did, right? That's what I'm doing, you know, breaking those generational curses, right? Number 3. Mentally, you know, as you ask these questions, you know, mentally cross off everything that you want to do but lack the inner satisfaction, right? So it's basically breaking it down to this, like, you know, having likes versus your true will. So what does this mean? So you may like, you may like playing basketball, but you really love, you know, spending time, you know, helping people, you know, level up, you know, especially, you know, some people may be good with, you know, making money. Okay. Some people may be good with health related issues or hair products or health, you know, natural hair products, things of that nature. So it may not be a popular thing, you know, but so you basically need to do use your true will to be your guide. Okay. Your true will basically balance the scale. If not, you will always have, you know, discontent as a result. All right. Number 4. Your true will is, you know, basically like your core or the path of your being from birth to death. And we talked about this before. You know, from the moment of your birth, your guardian angel, your spiritual team goes all out all day, every day, okay? Trying their best to keep you on the right path. That's why certain things happen the way they do. That's why some doors will get closed. That's why your car will break down. That's why, you know, you may not need to go to a certain appointment because your spiritual, you know, your spiritual team, you know, working out some things behind the scene to keep you out of trouble. Okay. So it's all about, you know, at the end of the day, reflecting on things that happen. Okay. So as your path unfold, right, as you can see here, as your path unfold, you will accomplish those things that you were meant to do. Help those people that you were meant to help and evolve mentally, physically, and spiritually the way you were meant to evolve, okay? Without having people, you know, using you as a battery to build their dream. All right. I want to keep it plain Jane here. Number 6, no one knows your path. You know, no one knows what your path is. Or, you know, can't help you find this path except your guardian angel or your spiritual team, basically yourself. That's all I'm saying. These are different aspects of yourself. And, you know, who knows every twist and turn of your path, you know, but this is the very essence of your path as well. All right. So, again, everything is interconnected. You know, your higher aspect of yourself is leading the way. Say, hey, you can do it. And it will send people like me to remind you, like, hey, you can do it. Okay. So let's keep going here. Number 7, as we get ready to close things out. This is a natural connection that makes you more aware of your path, right? And you are able to follow your true will. So it is often misunderstood and used as a tool, you know, to sign over your responsibility to the lives of a particular prophet or religious teacher. And we've been seeing this all along, right? Basically, you know, instead of teaching you to to make a connection with your own inner voice, your own inner G, right? Everything's been flipped around and externalized, right? And I hope that makes sense so far. So at this present time, again, we got to take full responsibility for our actions, you know, and using the universal principles of cause and effect and trusting the natural laws of, the laws of nature. It's going to work things out. Everything's going to work in your favor. I promise you. Okay. So use these 7 Hermetic principles. It's going to take you far. Okay. And as we close things out, please don't follow the crowd. Follow your heart. The heart is the earth, right? And, it don't take long. Everything on this presentation, just meditate on this, for at least 15 minutes and let your own inner voice, paint out a story for you, okay? So it can make sense to you. So your path is unique for you. So it's no copy and paste allowed no more. It's all about each and every person playing their part, and balancing those energies within you. And so you can tap into your yin yang, your Tao Te, which is your true will. So guys, and also the QOLC, this is your quality of life change. You will grow through this as you become, balance off your energy and use your one force, so you can be that mama son, whether male or female, so you can get things done. Okay, I love you. All right, guys, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, we will be back with another presentation soon. continue this series with the powers of the Sphinx, and we'll be back with what I think like the power to dare. All right, but we'll be back very soon with our next presentation. Until next time, take care of yourself, love yourself, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.